Yo, what is going on, guys? Randall Thor, the man with the million, back with another video. This is going to be a weird video, but first off, I just want to thank everybody for stopping by the channel. Just, I put on Twitter that we recently hit 4,000 Twitter followers and 2,000 YouTube subs in a short amount of time, so I wanted to thank everybody for that. We are just getting started on YouTube, so good stuff is coming. I also want to make mention that I'll be, starting like next week, I'll be streaming on Beam instead of Twitch. So look forward to that. I'll include the link to my Beam channel in the description of the video. But today's video is gonna probably ruffle some feathers, right? I see everybody posting their opinions on the Nintendo Switch, and people have asked me what I've thought of the system and my opinions and if I'm going to get one and whatnot. And I didn't really want to do this video because I don't like being overtly negative, and this video is going to be kind of that, or at least be seen as that to a lot of people. Here's just the basic, simple facts. I don't care about Nintendo. I don't care about the Nintendo Switch. I watched the press conference because I try to keep abreast of everything that goes on in gaming. I try to keep myself well informed about everything, So I watched the press conference. I've seen the games, and I just don't care about Nintendo. Nothing they showed made me want to buy that system. And I know a lot of people are probably out there being like, well, you're an Xbox fanboy, so why would you get it? You won't even get a PlayStation. The thing is, the PlayStation 4 intrigues me. There are games that I want to play on the PlayStation 4. There is nothing I want to play on Nintendo Switch, or any Nintendo systems for that matter. Like, I want to play Uncharted. I want to play Last of Us. I want to play Horizon Zero Dawn. Those games look great to me and are worthy of my time, which is why I am going to get a PlayStation 4. But on the flip side, I watch Nintendo, and there's just nothing for me. None of those things they showed, and yes, when I mean none of the things they showed, that includes the new Zelda and the new Mario. I just sat there just completely uninterested. I don't care. I just have... I guess what it comes down to is... A good friend of mine used to say nostalgia is a hell of a drug. And I think a lot of people look at Nintendo with those, rose-tinted glasses. I'm the type of person, and one of my first videos I did is I talk about my gaming history. How, yes, I started with an NES, right? As a lot of people did. But from there, my gaming history is a little strange. Right? I went from the NES to the Sega Genesis, to the Sega CD, Sega 32X, to the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, Xbox One. I didn't own any other Nintendo system besides the first one. So when I see people talking about Legend of Zelda, I've only ever played two Legends of Zeldas. The very first one, and Wind Waker. I don't have the feelings people have for Nintendo franchises like everybody else does. So when I see Zelda, it does nothing for me. When I see Mario, the last Mario game I played was Super Mario Bros. 3. One of the greatest games ever made in my opinion, but still, I just look at it and I'm like, looks like Super Mario 64, which is a great game, but I just don't have any interest in it. And I think that bugs a lot of people, the fact that you could be uninterested in a system they like. And look, guys, I'm not trying to downplay your enjoyment of the Switch at all. Like, if you're excited for the Switch and you're excited for what Nintendo's bringing to the table, more power to you. I hope you really enjoy the system. I hope you get exactly what you want with the Nintendo Switch. It's just not for me. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I didn't grow up with Nintendo like everybody else did. Like, I don't have any love for any of their franchises. They do nothing for me. And, trying to see Nintendo compete in today's market is just even, weirder to see. I scratch my head, and we'll talk about this tonight on TXR Podcast for sure. Plug TXR Podcast. Link is in the description of the channel if you want to check out our live podcast. I just like see all that stuff, and the fact that, you know, the online is paid for, and the voice chat is some smartphone app, and I just shake my head. And you know, the subscription service where you get one game, it's like, Nintendo, what are you doing? Like, I don't get it. And most of that press conference, which by the way was probably one of the worst press conferences I've ever seen, they spent so much time talking about the controller and the motion controls and stuff. I thought we were done with that nonsense, you know? Like, I don't give a rat's ass about motion controls. Like, they spent so much time talking about the controllers, I just thought it was just like, are we back to this again? You know? Ah, man, you know, I always try to keep open-minded on things. And I watched the press conference, like I said, because I wanted to see what Nintendo was offering, and it just... To me, now keep this in mind, people, to me, they don't offer much. I've never been a mobile gamer. I know a lot of people out there are. I know a lot of people like to bring their stuff with them to work or, you know, wherever, out doing things, and they think like, hey, if I can take my home console on the go, that'd be great. You know, minus obviously the performance issues that you would get when you undock it and stuff. But to me, it's just like, I don't care about mobile gaming. It's like when you put it in perspective, when you just like line up my preferences, it's like Rand, 1, doesn't care about Nintendo or any Nintendo franchises. 2, doesn't care about mobile gaming. You add those two things together and it's like Rand doesn't care about the Nintendo Switch. I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, I don't even really know what else to say because like was so disinterested in it, and I wanted to make this short video because some people have been asking me my thoughts on the Switch, which I will give, you know, in-depth more impressions tonight on TXR. But yeah, just not for me, guys. I mean, I hope all you Nintendo fans get what you want. You know, it's been a rough few years with the Wii U. You know, so I mean, you deserve to get some quality games, and you know, maybe I will say I do like Metroid. So we'll see what Nintendo does with the new Metroid. Maybe I would be interested in playing Metroid, but still, I would never buy that system for $300. That's way overpriced in my opinion for what it's offering. I thought the sweet spot was $250, but hey, I'm not getting it anyways. 5 launch games? I mean, guys, come on. If Sony or Microsoft launched with 5 games as a launch lineup, they would get destroyed all over the place. Oh, and you know they would, but it's Nintendo, so they get a pass. But I'm rambling, guys. I just want to do this short video to give my thoughts about Nintendo Switch and why, you know what? Nintendo doesn't matter to me and never will. Not gonna say they're irrelevant, but they're irrelevant to me. And that's all that matters, is obviously what I think. I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. For those of you that like Switch, I hope you really enjoy it. But anyways, hope you guys liked the video. Hit that like button if you liked it, and consider subbing for more content. Later.